Chapter 1. Keys of Deception. The telegraph wire hummed with secrets. In the dim glow of a kerosene lamp, fingers danced over brass keys, each tap a whisper of war, each pause a calculated silence. The year was 1863, and the fate of a nation balanced on the shoulders of a single telegraph operator or an unseen hand shaping history with nothing but ink and electricity. The room was small, the air thick with the scent of oil and paper. Outside, the world rage cannons thundered, men marched, empires teetered. But here, in this cramped telegraph office, the real battle was fought in code. The operator, a woman named Alina Voss, was no ordinary clerk. She was a linguist, a cryptographer, a master of deception. And tonight, her messages would decide more than just the next battle. They would decide the war. The first transmission crackled to life, a series of dots and dashes, innocent to the untrained eye, but to those who knew the language, it was a declaration of intent. Alina's fingers moved with precision, her mind racing ahead of the words. She had been trained for this. Every shift, every pause, every deliberate error was a calculated move in a game where the stakes were measured in lives. But the Confederates were listening. Their own operators, equally skilled, sat in the shadows, deciphering, interpreting, waiting for the moment to strike. The Union's advantage was Speed Alina's ability to send and receive messages faster than any man in the field. But speed alone wasn't enough. The real power lay in the deception. A knock at the door. A messenger, breathless, handed her a folded note. The ink was still wet. She unfolded it, her eyes scanning the words. A trap the Confederates had intercepted. A previous message and were laying a counterfeit trail. If she followed it, she would lead the Union into a massacre. Alina hesitated. One wrong move, and the war could turn. But she had a plan. She reached for her keys again, her fingers flying. The new message was a masterpiece of misdirection. To the Confederates, it would look like a desperate plea for reinforcements. To the Union generals, it would be a call to retreat. But in truth, it was neither. It was a decoy. The room fell silent as the last dot faded into the ether. Alina leaned back, her hands trembling. She had just rewritten the rules of war, not with guns, not with swords, but with words. Outside, the first light of dawn crept over the horizon. The battle line shifted, the tides of war turning on the strength of a single transmission. And in that quiet moment, before the world awoke to the consequences of her actions, Alina Voss knew one thing for certain. The unseen hand had struck again. But this was only the beginning. The real test was yet to come, and in the next chapter, the stakes would rise even higher.